Hey everyone, how are we doing? Today I wanted to come in and just do a quick little Facebook Live as we're moving towards a full moon on this coming Friday. So just check your location based on the date because that's Friday is the full moon for Australia. So the reason I wanted to come in and do this video is because everyone has been doing so much amazing inner work, made really big shifts, opened our mindset to new ways of thinking, new way of being, been really highlighted to the possibility that change can happen and that there's magic in the air. And then all of a sudden we have hit these little points in our journey where all of a sudden negative thoughts start entering in. Hey Judy, hey Danielle, hey Liz. And so I want to be able to come in and talk to that part within your mind. We are leading towards the full moon. So a full moon illuminates those areas within your mindset, those negative thoughts. I call them the negative nellies, the Debbie doubters, all of that kind of type of information that is filtering into your mind is a gorgeous gift coming up from your soul that is saying to you, hey, here is some stuff that we need to have a look at, which means to observe. Whereas most of the times we find that when we have these negative thoughts pop into our head, we move into a space of judging ourselves. We have thoughts and opinions around what negative thoughts mean for us. We think there's something wrong with us, that it's bad to have these thoughts. There's something wrong, that you mustn't be doing something right, that there's, this really big energy that needs to shift. And it's not, it's just a simple thought. So no worries, Danielle, that's exactly why I'm coming in to do this conversation. So I'm so pleased that you've written that comment which is saying it's really hard to get out of your head. So we can get so consumed by our thoughts, and we're supposed to, because there is some really awesome insider information in there. But for now, what I would love for you to do is just between now and Friday, when we have this full moon, rather than, because what thoughts do, thoughts are not the problem. We attach an emotion to those thoughts. So if we were to say to ourselves, having negative thoughts is bad, it's the word bad that we get an emotional trigger to, that then sends that vibration of feeling bad within yourself, and then all of a sudden all these physiological responses will come up. So for the next coming days, it'll be so awesome, and this is what I do, and that's why I'm doing this video while I'm out. I just stopped in the middle of my walk, is to have this conversation with you. Those thoughts are only there as insider information coming from your soul to say, hey, we want to create an awesome shift that matches the frequency of all the inner work that you're doing. So you've had these thoughts where you thought that I'm just around a person, a place, a situation or event. Say all of a sudden you've got an old situation coming to the surface and it's reminding you of that situation and it's making you feel not so awesome. Become aware of that and just go, thank you so much for this information. How is it that I would like to shift my attitude, my perception, and my energy around this situation that is in alignment with the person that I am? So say, for example, you've had a really shit experience with a particular person and you left and you felt angry and resentful and all of that. What if you were to come back in and say to yourself, okay, I'm sick of feeling this way. Every time this situation comes up or this reminder of this person comes up and this is how I feel each and every time. What if I was to create a shift that would allow me the freedom to not be activated or triggered by this? So this is where you come in and you go, thank you so much for the gift. I forgive myself, because forgiveness is key when we have these thoughts come up. I forgive myself and I release myself. I am now free. And every time this experience comes up, I choose to perceive it as my learning experience. Thank you so much for this gift. And you went through and actually saw that obviously there was a part within yourself that you do need to forgive. Forgive yourself. We forgive everyone else so freely. We never forgive ourselves for having these feelings, having these thoughts. Forgiveness is key. And then reframe it. Find something constructive and positive. Yesterday I put up a post that says you could either say that I am stressed and allow that vibration of that word stress to come through, or you could use the word by reframing and reframe the whole situation and say, I am divinely breaking through new situations. Notice how the situation is still the same, but how you reframe it, how you choose to perceive it is what's going to be the difference between you holding on to the negative thought or shifting it to move into the vibration of all that awesome, wicked inner work that you've been doing. That is what your soul is saying to you right at this very given moment. And then to take it to an even more higher level, move. You must get up and move, because that energy, that old vibration from those old negative thoughts, situations, people or places that come in hold a density within our physical structure. When we want to reframe it, get up, do 10 squats as you're saying this new reframing. Get up and go for a walk and reframe it. Do push-ups, something that is getting your physical body moving, so that as you're reframing this new type of information that's coming through, you're actually shifting and creating a new vibrational frequency within your physical structure. So, I'm so pleased that this is connecting with you all. That's so gorgeous. Thank you, Liz. And that's definitely, like, these types of information I share with you doesn't mean that I'm not that I am eliminated and that they don't occur to me. The other one thing that I always like to do, especially when it comes to a full moon, is I like to change my schedule. Oh, that's not so working so great. So normally I would get up in the morning, go for my walk, come home, have a shower, and then start my day's work. And in between times have little interim moments where I get up and either do squats, do walks, do something like that. So I have a pretty consistent daily routine. But as we lead towards the full moon and we have all of this stuff come to the surface, I like to shift things around. So like for the last couple of days, I'll get up and I'll do some work in the morning. Then I'll go for a walk. I'll go and do something, and I will interrupt, because our brain is just getting wired to just go into robot mode. And the moment we start thinking about these negative thoughts or situations that are coming up, we go back into our robot mode as we try and hide, we try and pretend that they're not there, or we go into this internal conflict with arguing and fighting and just getting stuck in our own head because we're going around and round. But yet the moment we do something different, our mind becomes alerted to the fact that you're not doing that daily routine. So what's different about that? So you're probably thinking, like, how can I do this? If you drive a certain route to go to work, take a different route. You have to stay more focused when you're doing something different. Your mind has to activate and work differently when you do this. And all of a sudden you're being alerted that you can do, because the unconscious thing that you're embedding in as you're doing this is that you can do something different. So therefore that connects in with, you can think differently, you can have different emotions, you can release and let things go. So the two combine together. So just a quick little recap, like, don't let those negative thoughts or situations or experiences that are coming to the surface worry you. They are there as a gorgeous gift from your soul, saying that these parts of yourself or these experiences are holding an energetic frequency that is no longer a match. That's a freaking yeehaw. That's a fucking wicked moment. Recognize that. Reframe that situation. What is something incredibly powerful that you can take from that person, place, situation, or event? Did you learn that you didn't speak your truth? So therefore your affirmation could be, I am now stepping into a place of power where I am confident to be able to speak my truth now and forever. Think about how you can reframe that situation. Go in, forgive yourself for whatever role you feel. Forgive yourself for thinking that it's bad to have these thoughts. We are human. We're going to have these things come up into our consciousness. It is okay. Release the expectation that if these things are coming up, they're bad or they're negative. They are gorgeous messages and guidance coming through from your soul. So if we think these negative thoughts are bad, then we're telling our soul that this is bad to receive this wisdom. That's so not cool. So we want to reframe that. Forgive yourself. and then shift the energy and change your day-to-day routine up until we have the full moon. And then if you want to, go back to your daily routine. Each and every one of these are working on different levels of self so that you can continue to stay in alignment. Your thoughts are about, keeping your mind active and keeping it going in the direction that you're going. You're shifting your emotions, you're reframing them, so that's shifting your energy. Moving is moving your physical body, and all of those three little things combined and doing the work on forgiveness is healing your soul and spiritual parts within yourself. So you are actually creating a stronger, more aligned, more aware, more confident, radiant version of yourself. So I'd love to hear how you go over the next couple of days. If something crops up and you're not sure how to reframe it, leave a comment in the message. Leave a message in the comments area below, and I'll help you as much as I can, because this is a time where we are breaking through. We are being awakened to our strength within ourselves. Do not allow that old version of yourself to derail you and take you back to the old shit. Continue on with stepping into that gorgeous frequency of that goddess, that intuitive, that radiant being that is just moving forward. All you got to do is just keep moving forward. And this is how we do it, is tiny little steps that have massive ripples on a massive overall level. So I really hope this has helped each and every one of you. I'm going to continue on with my walk. Much love to you all. Be good, be kind, and remember, the way you speak to yourself is going to affect how you feel. So let go of the way in which you have negatively spoken to yourself. Nurture yourself, nourish yourself, focus on the freaking amazing things within yourself. Unlock those talents and skills within you. Take care, everyone. Oh, and also feel free to share.